Welcome in to Drew's Daily Diamond for Thursday, June 20th, 2024. I am Drew Martin breaking down the slate of games. We got some day action on Thursday. Short card, short show, but jam-packed with information. So let me know in the comments below what your MLB picks are for today. Where you agree, where you disagree, all is welcome. Smash that like button if you're liking the content. As we go to the top of the card here, first game up, 1:05 Eastern, 10:05 a.m. Pacific, with the Arizona Diamondbacks in our nation's capital, visiting the Washington Nationals. Mackenzie Gore on the hill for the Nats. Nelson on the hill for the Brew Crew. Total of 9, minus 140 here. That's the Nationals as the home favorite. Overall, they've been good, winning 8 of their last 11. And they got Gore on the hill. He's a good pitcher. First rounder, third pick overall in 2017, 3.2 ERA, 1 earned run in each of his last 2 starts. The only thing is he's up against this Diamondbacks offense, which outside of the Wednesday game, they have smashed lefties. And they have Nelson on the hill, the second rounder out of Oregon. He went 6 innings last time out, just 1 earned, and had an 8-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Now, granted, it was up against the White Sox, so he's taken a step up in class. But this Diamondbacks offense has been hot overall. Outside of the Wednesday game, they've really been smashing the ball. They've been in better form than the Nationals offense, and getting 30 cents here, the wraparound game. I like the Diamondbacks in this spot, guys. So we'll go with the dog to start us off in the Arizona Diamondbacks over the Washington Nationals. 5 minutes later, we're heading to Cleveland, 1:10 Eastern start. Battle of first place teams, AL West, AL Central. Cleveland Guardians hosting the Seattle Mariners. Luis Castillo on the hill for the M's. Logan Allen on the hill for the Guardians. 8 in the hook being the total. Seattle anywhere between minus 11 and minus 120 as we're talking heading into the overnight market. The M's come in, 13, 14 games over 500. They've won 3 of the last 4 Castillo starts. And man, this 31-year-old Dominican pitcher, he's been around for a while, and he's been good of late. 3.3 ERA and FIP on the season. It's just he's been as consistent as they come. 2 earned runs or less in 11 of his last 12 starts. Now he's up against a good Cleveland lineup here. Allen on the hill for the Guardians. Second rounder out of FIU, the former Golden Panther. Up over a 5 ERA and FIP on the season. And when you look at his last 3 starts, guys, he's on the wrong side of a 7-to-8 strikeout to walk ratio in his last 3. So when you're walking more guys than striking people out, that's usually trouble. This is a tough one overall, but I do think this number's short on the M's, listing Castillo as the starting pitcher. That's how we're betting this one in Cleveland. Same time here, 1:10 Eastern in Colorado. We get the LA Dodgers and Colorado Rockies. Battle of the first place and last place teams in the NL West standings. Dodgers, 46-29 heading into play on Wednesday night. But you got to remember, it's about betting numbers. The Dodgers still negative on the season betting-wise. Now, they have won 3 straight. They've scored a bunch of runs of late. But even recently, they've been losing a little bit of money. And Gavin Stone on the hill, good numbers overall, really. But the fact is, he's never pitched in Coors Field. I love fading pitchers that have never pitched a mile high. And looking back at his minor league stops and in college at Central Arkansas, to my knowledge, he's never pitched in elevation, at least for the home team. So not a whole lot of experience doing this. He's up against Ty Block in the Rockies here. And Block, the lefty, actually has better numbers in Coors Field. 200 team OPS against, meaning the opposing lineup hitting against him. He's actually a lot better pitcher in Coors Field. And last year against the Dodgers, he did go 6 innings, just 1 earned with only 3 hits given up. So past performance against this Dodgers lineup has been strong. And if you're going to be betting the Colorado Rockies, you want to be betting them at home, and you want to be betting them with a pitcher that pitches a lot better in Coors Field. We get that set up here. Comes down to the numbers, guys. Minus 225 on the Dodgers. That is a hefty price tag, total of 11.5. I actually think the dog is barking in the wraparound game. Plus, spot-wise, the Dodgers have the Freeway Series rivalry up next against the Angels in LA. So kind of the last road game here. I actually think the Rocks have a shot here. Swing hard in case you hit it. Let's go plus 200 on the big home dog, Colorado Rockies. We'll head to a little bit later in the afternoon up next, heading to the Coliseum for the Kansas City Royals and the Oakland A's. 3:37 Eastern, 12:37 local time start. Seth Lugo going for the Royals. Mitch Spence going for the A's. 8 or 8.5, depending where you're shopping, being the total. Looks like the Royals anywhere between -131 and -145 as the road favorite. 5-2 the last 7 Lugo starts. 2.4 ERA for the Royals hurler. And May 18th, he actually went up against the same A's lineup, 10-1 strikeout to walk ratio in 5+ innings. So he dominated them. Look for that to, past performance, especially when it was only, a little bit over a month ago. I like that. And Spence going for the A's, 9 hits his last time out. He's given up 24 hits his last 3 starts. So he's been getting knocked around. The Athletics have lost 3 straight times that he's taken the hill. Hey, I think we get the better team overall. Low water mark right now, just laying the 31 cents. I think the Royals get it done in the Coliseum. Next one up, the big series, Baltimore Orioles, New York Yankees. Number 1 versus number 2 in the AL East, likely the best division in baseball. The Yankees, over 50 wins on the season, number 1 record in MLB. They got Luis Gil on the hill, commanding a -130-ish price tag. He's up against Cole Irvin for the O's, the lefty, 8.5 being the total. Overall, Baltimore's played good baseball, 8-3 their last 11 heading into Wednesday night's game. The only thing is they struggle a little bit here against the Yankees in this series. Irvin on the hill, 5th rounder out of Oregon, 3 flat ERA, overall metrics pretty good. But last year, he was a reliever. He went 1.1 innings, so just got 4 outs, and he got knocked around. 4 earned runs, 5 hits, and 3 walks. That's a whole lot of traffic on the hill just for 4 outs getting. So I know it's not a huge sample size, but this Yankees lineup knocked him around. And Gil going for the Yankees. Love betting on Gil. Love betting on the Yankees overall, particularly when we can get them under the 30 cents. But the 26-year-old Dominican, 2 flat ERA, and he actually went up against the Orioles in early May, went 6+ innings, blanking them. So it's always tough to do that against the Orioles lineup, but he's done it. Hey, we get the Yankees at home, second best lineup in baseball. They've been playing great baseball all season long. They've been making money. Not that Baltimore hasn't, guys, but I'm not stepping in front of the Yankees, particularly low water mark here. We can get a -128 as the home favorite. Guys, we got 1 game left. Do want to give a reminder, if you comment below, it helps out the algorithm. Appreciate everybody that has been commenting, growing the show, and smashing the like button if you're liking the content. If you're interested in premium picks, experts page, Drew Martin, a lot of specials available for you. So feel free to go check it out. As we got West Coast Nightcap up next, 9:40 Eastern, 6:40 local time, as we're heading to Southern California for the first place Milwaukee Brewers on the road in Petco here. San Diego Padres hosting the Milwaukee Brewers. Adam Mazur going for the Friars. We get Wilson on the hill for the Brew Crew. -115, that looks to be the price right now. That's the Brewers as the short road favorite, 8.5 being the total. Spot-wise, I actually think this helps the Brewers. Even though they're the away team, they're just playing the LA Angels, so they're taking the short trip down the I-5 here. And they got Wilson on the hill, 3.8 ERA, up against Missouri here. If you don't know him, he hasn't had a lot of time in the show. He's a 23-year-old rookie, 2nd rounder out of Iowa, the former Hawkeye. Man, he's had a rough time in Major League Baseball. Near an 8 ERA. He's only averaging 4 innings in the 3 starts that he's made. So his full metrics here, he's 0-2. He's given up 13 hits and walked 13 batters in 13 innings pitched. That is not good. Now he's going up against a Brewers lineup that's good overall. They've smashed righties on the season. Also a little trend here, guys. The Brewers last year, playing in a different division, so they haven't played them yet in Petco this season. But this Brewers lineup had 37 hits in the 4 games playing in Petco. So, for whatever reason, at least last year, they saw the ball well in this ballpark. And their team OPS, 70 points higher against righties. So coming from the right side, they've had success. Spot-wise, the Padres, yes, they did just win on Wednesday against the Phillies, but having to travel back home, no off day for travel here. I don't like this spot for the Pods. Plus, they're only, 1-5 their last 6 games, not playing the best of baseball. They're 3 games under 500 at home for whatever reason. So they haven't played good as the home team. I think right now, low water mark, 12 cents, minus 112 on the Brewers. Let's jump on the first place Milwaukee Brewers as the short road favorite. Guys, that's going to do it for the show. But in recap, we're on the Brewers, minus 112. We're on the Yankees, minus 128, listing Gill as the starter. Royals, minus 131 over the Athletics. We're on the big dog Colorado Rockies, taking a big swing here, plus 200 as the dog against the Dodgers. Seattle Mariners listing Luis Castillo as the starter, minus 111 over the Cleveland Guardians. And first game we talked, Arizona Diamondbacks, plus 130 as the dog in the nation's capital. That does it for the show, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. We'll be back for Friday's content. Stay tuned. Smash that like button. Thanks for tuning in. Cash those tickets.